Dave Anderson, head coach of Holmwood Technical Track and Field team.
Yes, morning coach. My name is
sir.
Sherlock Robinson, and as you're aware that I'm doing a feature on the Holmwood Technical Track and Field team. So I just want to ask you just a few questions as what are your plans as it approach boys and girls championship year, and also going into the season, any development meet and support to participate, and how well your team has been doing overall.
Okay, well, thanks for having me. Well, I can say that team has been preparing properly since September. I think the girls and the boys, have been disciplined enough to get some work done, and it is showing based on how they have been performing in training and doing our time trials. Going into the season, which begin in a few days, our team is looking good. Just want to ensure that all athletes are healthy so that they can be able to perform. But we look forward to all the meets that we are going to participate in, and I hope that they can carry their training form into competition, and then we can take it from there in terms of getting a better assessment in terms of how well we'll perform along the way when we are able to compete with the other teams. So far, we have only competed at road races. We have done very well. We have dominated those road races that we took part in. So now we're moving to the next phase of competition, which is the track season. We are looking forward to see where we're at in terms of with our competitors, and we look forward to going out there and continue our good tradition as a track and field powerhouse. So the girls and boys know that they are in a program that people are expecting performance, so they have to carry their best foot forward at all times.
So coach, I know that you are many times champion in the past, and over the past few years I recognize that Holmwood has been either third or fourth, thereabout.
Right.
Any plans you are tactics or strategy you're putting in place to overhaul either Heidel or the likes of Edwin Allen and St. Diego? How do you planning tackling those teams to win the ultimate prize, which is the girls' champ, which I think one would really have a jolt for and really wanted to have now?
Well, very good question. It has been over 10 years since we have lost one to win the championship. So each year we work towards getting back to the top. It takes time, it takes money, it takes support, but I am sure that as a coach I would have the ambition to win a championship on my own. I would have been part of all the 10 championships as an assistant coach, but as a coach who has a reputation and want to do well, it is always within my ambition to try to win a championship. I would have learned from Maurice Wilson, who would have set the foundation, would have showed me the way. I still think I have the knowledge, I think I have the knowledge to prepare a championship team. In terms of this year, I think one of the pluses that our numbers, is back up. During COVID it went all the way down, so it is heading back in the right direction. But mostly though, we have some younger athletes. This time around I could say that we are truly on the rebuilding, because most of our athletes are in the lower class 3 and class 4. So over the next few years we should see that flourishing and maturing to heading to a championship prospect. But for now, we just want a team to go out there and be of their best. I can't say where we'll fall this season, because I said that we are rebuilding. We have some good young athletes. So as time goes by, we'll see where that takes us.
So I know you mentioned about young athletes. Is there any athlete that we should look out for this year going forward in the championship, and that will entail the development needs, and the ultimate one is the championship?
Well, without calling any single name, I think there are a few who should go out there and perform well. I say in the lower class. So as the season progresses, we'll see those names coming forward. But I don't want to mention any particular person right now. But as the season go by, those are things that you cannot hide. But it will come forward as soon as they start to perform at the track meets.
And I heard you mention earlier about it takes money. Is there any sponsors came on board to assist in terms of nutrition and supplement and all of those things for the athletes?
Well, first before I continue, I have to give a lot of kudos to the principal and the school administration, because they have been very supportive in terms of keeping the athletes well fed. The support from the principal himself. He has been he has been on Mr. Ijan McCulsey. He has been on the ground. He has been very supportive. I can't complain. In terms of support, would like some more on the nutrition side from outside, but the school have been doing their best. That I can say. In terms of gears, we're well taken care of by Adidas. There's no short in terms of what we need for the athletes to compete. So in that area we're okay, but there's always need for other support. There's always financial need in terms of our transportation. We're without a bus at the moment. So this is a big chunk of out our budget each year, to transport the athletes over the country at the various meets. Sometimes we're at 2 meets during our Saturday. Each consecutive Saturday we are out. So in those areas we still need support, but so far we're holding our own. But we would encourage any support that will come forward to give us a better chance to go out there and get a chance to be get back on top again.
So coach, I know you went to the championship last year with high expectation, but any lessons learned that you want to apply to this year's preparation?
Yes, very good question. Yes, last year, coming from out the wilderness the year before and last year to put in some work and see where it would have propelled us to at least be mentioned again. This year, we have a platform to build on. We would want to build on those positives from last season in terms of getting athletes to understand that once they put in the right work, it will show. You had a Ricky and Russell, who is the second fastest 400-meter girl at champs ever. We had Cedrica Williams, who is the record holder in discus. Jordan Mitchell, who break Natoya's good record. And you have athletes who would have performed well, who move on. So now we are trying to ensure that persons put themselves in a position that they can at least try to compensate those absence of those top athletes that have left us. But people have to move on, so we have to prepare ourselves for that. But we are using this year as a building block for the years to come.
Yes, coach, and I think I have just 2 more questions for you. So, as a coach, being the head coach of the Holmwood Technical High School track and field team, what is your best place since you took over from Mr. Wilson?
Well, there's a controversial position that we would have finished second, and then we were told a few weeks later that we end up third with some controversy with disqualification of a 4x4, I think in 2017, somewhere thereabout. We were told that we were second, and then in the boardroom, without the presence of anybody from Holmwood, we were told that the result was overturned and we end up third. So I would say, second, because that's still official on the books of ISA, that we were second. So my best position would have been second in the 2018 thereabout season. So, but since head coach 2016, we have never dropped out of the top 4.
The final question, coach. If you have your way for this year's 2024 team, what position would you want to finish?
Well, the ultimate is always to be on top, but to be truthful and realistic is another issue. So really, I would want us to at least continue to do well. Athletes, once the athletes go out there and perform, I guess the position will fall in place. But ultimately, every coach each year would want to be the winner. So we'll never relegate ourselves to any lower position than trying to say that, once we go out there, we want to win. But to be realistic, other teams out there, we haven't seen some of them all season, so we don't know what they have. So to just jump out and say first, second, or third at this point in time is basically premature. But we're working hard to see how best we can finish.
So I think you would want to finish in the top 3 then?
Well, basically, that is always the aim. Outside the top 3, people don't tend to recognize your effort. So it's always good to be on the podium.
Okay, coach. Thank you so much for this chit chat, and I look forward to see Holmwood in the top 3. I just want to wish you guys blessing, prosperity, and good success for the rest of the year as we move into 2024. So all the best to you and the Holmwood delegation.
Thank you very much, and thanks for coming by to give the team a look in. I know they will look forward to continue to perform, and I hope Jamaica look forward for 2024.
Thank you, coach.
My name is Celine Riddle and I am from the Holmwood Technical High School.
All right, Captain. Morning.
Good morning.
How long now? How long have you been attending Holmwood Technical High School?
For 7 years. 7 years, sir.
So how is your
This
journey?
is my last year.
How is your journey so far until this point?
Well, my first time at Holmwood, I started off, well, not so well, but I was a qualifier at the champs in grade 7, and I didn't bloom at the same time. I just continued working and working on what I was weak on, and that's how I'm here today now, and I'm doing great.
So you mentioned that. So what event do you participate in?
I participate in the long jump, triple jump, and the medley.
So did you participate at champs last year?
Yes, sir.
So what were your position then?
Well, back
Last
in
year, champs.
my position in triple jump was second. My position in long jump was fourth. And for the medley, we came first.
Okay, so how is preparation for you now going into the 2024 season, knowing that you have schools like Heidel, Edwin Allen, St. Diego, Stets and some others? How you fancy your chances against those other athletes?
Well, for me, I don't really look at how everybody is achieving. I focus on myself, I focus on my team. I work on where I'm weak and just continue to build and take it step by step into the competition.
So in terms of nutrition, how is that for you?
Well, the diet is very important. So we have to eat the fruits and the foods that will help us to give us the energy to train on the day-to-day basic. So yes, it is important that we have our diet. We get our porridge and so forth in the mornings, our fruits, and we continue to eat well, drink or always be hydrated, and so forth.
So I know that you're the captain, but in terms of speaking now for the team, because we can't talk to everybody, but you're going to speak for the team now. How do you fancy your chances as a team going into this season?
Into this season, we focus on unity. We try to live together as a family, because if we have a team and we're not on the same page, then things are not going to work as if we want, and we're not going to be able to achieve the goal we want. So we work on unity, try to encourage our teammates when they're feeling down. Those who are not 100%, they have a little hate there, they might feel discouraged. We go to them, we speak to them, encourage them to continue. So we more work on the unity of the team and the discipline. We have to stay disciplined and focused, so that is what we mostly focus on, and to put in the hard work in training.
So as a captain of the team, how difficult it is, or how easy it is for you to motivate the team members?
For the ones who are feeling, aches and tears, sometimes they feel like to give up, but I as the captain have to ensure that they stay on path. So I would go to them if they're feeling this or feeling that. I ensure that they get what they're supposed to get to take care of themselves, continue to encourage them. I pray for them. I encourage them to even go to church with me at times. So yes, and for the other teammates, when they're doing well, we even give them stuff to encourage them, like we have our time trials and they go out, and whatever position, we give them a little gift to encourage them to continue to do well. So
So final question, is this your final year for champs?
this is my final year.
So as a final year athlete from the Holmwood Technical High School, what's your goal after champs?
After champs, I will continue to go to the other meets that will overseas or so forth, I'll continue to go to those work, train for those competition, and after that I take it to the next level where I get I'm working for a scholarship, so I'm putting in the work day to day, so get my time or my measurements that will get me to where I want to be.
So final question, any plans to represent Jamaica in the future?
Yes, sir.
All right, Captain, thanks much for this chit chat and I wish you all the best as
Thank
we move
you.
forward.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
What's the shot there? Ready, Paul? Set. Okay.
My name is Omari Williamson. I'm the captain of Holmwood Technical Boys team.
All right, Captain, morning.
Wines.
Yeah, as a captain, how long now have you been attending Holmwood Technical High School?
For about 5 years,
And which event do you participate in?
400 and 200 meters.
Okay, so did you participate in champs last year?
Yes, sir.
So how was it for you? How was the experience?
Well, it was a great experience. I learned a lot from that season. I know I'm just back to fix the mistakes that I've made.
So what were your positioning last year in the event that you took part in?
Well, I came 9th overall in the 400 meters.
What about it? You say you did the 200 now?
I was injured. I didn't get there on the 200 meters.
Okay, so any lessons learned from last year's season, not just champs alone, but this entire season going into this year's season?
Yes, a lot. Because I've learned how to time my race properly now and how to get the right execution.
So how about the relationship with you and the boys who you represent? Because you're the captain, so how is it, the relationship between you guys?
Well, it's good.
So you speak with command, or do you have to raise a voice? Or
No, I don't have to raise my voice.
Okay, so them give you a lot of respect.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about the coaching relationship with you and the coaching staff?
It's great.
All right. So, all right. Moving forward into the season, what are your expectations?
Well, my expectation is to set a good example for the boys, like to participate in the finals and to get a rightful time that I'm looking for.
So after this year's competition, do you have another year at Holmwood, or this is
Yes,
the final
sir.
year?
I have another year.
Okay, so with that final year in mind, I would say would be in the back of your mind. But for this year, 2020-14, what are your preparation now going into champs, and what do you need to fix to ensure that you'll be on top of the podium or even in the top 3?
Well, I have to just fix my execution and get a good endurance to finish my 400 meter race because I'm mostly focused on my 400 meters.
So you are the 400 meter specialist?
Yes, sir.
So you don't think you will do the 200 meters?
Yes, I will, but I'm more focused on my 400 meters.
So what about injury? Are you injury free now?
Yes, I'm injury free.
What about the rest of the boys team?
Yeah.
How is it?
Everyone is okay at this moment.
So what position did you finish last year champs, the boys team?
Well, we weren't on the board because of some silly mistakes that the boys made, but now they are look past that and we are pushing forward.
So to be realistic, what position would you want to replace into this year's competition?
Well, we're not big in numbers, but I can say top 5, top 10 for the boys.
So finally, how about nutrition? How is it for you?
It's good. It's great.
When you say great,
Alright.
explain a bit.
Alright, we are healthy. We are hydrated. And we can say we are eating right.
All right, Captain.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And all the best. for the 2024 season. Looking forward to see you on my television screen and
Yes,
also
sir,
to
you will.
see you in the top 3 at least.
Yes.
So take care and all the best. Until
All right.
then.
Yeah.
No time to be a trainer. You know, it's your responsibility to let you know.
So she can't make this.
No, so you're trained for your 2 sessions you have then.
So she couldn't make this.
Oh. Paul, look how much Mr. Jones in pass that direction. You're supposed to reach a training, your responsibility.
My name is Dwight Jones, assistant coach at Holmwood Technical High School. I've been here since 2005, quite a number of years.
So, Sir James, good morning. What I want to ask you, being the assistant coach of the Holmwood Technical High School track and field team, what are your main roles and responsibilities as the assistant coach?
Well, I mean, as assistant coach, as an assistant coach at Holmwood in Jamaica, you know, our system in Jamaica is different. I mean, you're working with kids, so the roles and responsibilities are many. You know, apart from your technical aspects, you know, the areas that I am responsible for, which is sprints, hurdles, throws. You know, the responsibility are many. You know, as a coach in a high school Jamaican system, you know, you're a father, you're a coach, you're a mother, you're a counselor, you know, and the list goes on.
So how difficult it is, or how easy it is for you to really wear all these caps and carry all of these responsibilities effectively?
Well, it comes with experience and you know, the passion for doing it. You know, the passion for seeing the young kids doing well. You know, on and off the track. So it's basically, it comes down to the love of it. You know, because if you do not have a love, then you will not be dedicated. So once you love it, then the dedication will come. And it's a hard task, but with the passion and love for it, it will be a little easier.
So in terms of discipline with all these kids, because boys and girls, because there are quite a few of them, how is the discipline and how do you get to maneuver all of them almost simultaneously and to maintain the order in the camp?
Well, basically, you know, we have a system in place. You know, so when somebody new comes in, you know, we teach them, and the older ones also teach them to adapt to the system. You know, so when we do it that way, then you know, the job is a little easier. Within the team, the older ones, they have responsibilities. You know, team leaders, different sections of the team have team leaders. You know, we have our team captain. So, you know, we work under one umbrella. And yes, these kids, I mean, these kids, yes, they will want to try things, they will want to try and go out of the way. But as coaches, we just have to correct them, keep on reminding them of the rules. Some will take a little time to adjust, but once they'll be consistent, then they will fall in line and help to maintain, a good discipline that we have.
So in terms of support, coach, how is the support from the administrative part of it and also the parents whose their children are here? How is the support like?
Well, the support has been good. From principal, school administration, it's very good. Our principal, he's on board with us. He's supporting us. Mr. Makulski, Sergeant Makulski, our principal, he's fully on board with us. So from management side, we are supported. This is Jamaica. And this is high school. So, not all the resources may be available, but the support is there. In terms of parents, well, these parents, they are a little bit, well, not a little bit, they are way more supportive than parents of former years. They are more involved. So yes, the support is there.
So coach, you made mention that you're here from 2005. So based on your experience, what are some of the highs versus the lows being a part of the Holmwood Technical High School track and field as a coach?
Well, for me, my biggest high is seeing students who are working in before 2010. Those athletes, they are now adults, have their own family, having a successful life. My main thing is to see them use track and field as a vehicle to move from Holmwood, to university, to college, to whatever profession they are doing now, and making it for themselves, making it for them and their families. That is the biggest high for me. See a kid coming in at 11, 12 years old, leave here at 18, and by the time they are 25, they finish university, and doing what they like to do, are contributing positively to society. That's my biggest aim. In terms of low, I mean, resource type, we could have more of that. And this is high school. High school tend to not have a lot of money, so financially, maybe that would be the lowest point. But the love for it kind of covers for everything.
So finally, coach, if you have your way, what would be your best place at champs this year? Because we know that they have development meets that you will attend. But I think the ultimate is the championships.
Right.
If you have your way, what would be your realistically your finish?
Well, last year we were third. The aim is to maintain that. Or once we can do better, then we definitely would want to do that. But we have a young team, so our aim is just to get them to learn the sport, try and improve week by week. And come champs, see how best we can go out there and deliver.
Okay, coach. Thank you very much, sir, for this chit chat. And I do wish you and the Holmwood Technical Track and Field team blessings, prosperity, and good success as we move forward into 2024.
Thank you. You're welcome.